5 subtle signs. Someone may be in their final year of life. Death rarely comes without a whisper first. When someone is nearing the end of life, their body and spirit begin to change, but not always in ways we expect. The signs are often subtle, even quiet. Yet if we learn to recognize them, we can offer more comfort, more connection, and perhaps even more peace in those precious final months. In this video, we'll explore 5 gentle but powerful signs that someone may be entering their last year of life. Sign 1. A noticeable decline in appetite and eating habits. One of the earliest signs that a person may be approaching the final stretch of life is a sudden disinterest in food. Meals once looked forward to are now pushed aside. The appetite fades, not out of choice, but because the body is slowing down its energy needs. You may notice that they only eat a few bites or skip meals entirely. Sweet, soft, and simple foods become more appealing than full meals. This isn't about being picky or moody. It's a shift in how the digestive system is functioning. The body begins conserving its limited energy, choosing to prioritize vital organs over digestion. This change can be hard for families. We often equate feeding someone with loving them. But in these moments, offering small portions, sips of nourishing drinks, or even just being present during meals can mean more than the food itself. Sign 2. Growing fatigue and reduced physical activity. Another quiet sign is an increase in deep, lingering tiredness. Not just feeling sleepy, but a kind of weariness that doesn't go away with rest. Even small tasks, like brushing their teeth, changing clothes, or walking a few steps, can feel overwhelming. Activities they once enjoyed, like gardening or going for walks, gradually slip away from their routine. This isn't laziness or depression. It's the body beginning to prioritize rest as it prepares for the road ahead. Sleep patterns shift. Longer naps, early bedtimes, and sometimes full days in bed become common. You might feel tempted to encourage them to get moving, but what they often need is understanding. Sometimes just sitting quietly beside them, holding their hand, or offering a gentle smile can be the most powerful support. Sign 3. Subtle mental and emotional changes. As the body changes, so does the mind. You might notice that your loved one becomes more forgetful or struggles to follow conversations they once found easy. Sometimes their thoughts seem cloudy. They may pause mid-sentence, lose track of time, or seem distant, even in a room full of people. These shifts aren't always dramatic. Often they're so gradual that they go unnoticed until one day you realize they're just different. There can also be emotional shifts. Some people become more irritable. Others retreat inward, speaking less and observing more. This is the brain adjusting, conserving energy, protecting itself, and slowly letting go of external noise. It's important to respond not with correction, but with compassion. Slow your pace, speak gently, and most of all, be patient. Sign 4. Changing patterns in breathing. Breathing may begin to sound different, shallower, sometimes uneven, or with longer pauses between breaths. At first, you might chalk it up to aging or being tired, but over time, the rhythm shifts noticeably. You might hear a faint gurgling or see them breathe through their mouth more often, especially while resting. These changes are tied to weakening respiratory muscles and the body's decreasing demand for oxygen. It's a natural part of the process, but it can feel unsettling for caregivers and family members. The key here is calm. Gentle positioning, cool air, and quiet surroundings can ease discomfort. If you're concerned, consult a doctor, but understand that these changes are often part of the body's gradual slowing. Sign 5. Withdrawing from the world. Perhaps the most emotional sign of all is a deepening withdrawal from everyday life. The person may seem uninterested in family gatherings, phone calls, or hobbies they once cherished. They may speak less, spend more time alone, or simply gaze quietly out the window. This isn't sadness, it's a form of preparation, a turning inward. Their focus shifts from the outside world to their inner one. Sometimes they'll recall vivid memories from long ago, or speak to people who've already passed. This can be both comforting and confusing to witness, but it's often part of the soul's natural detachment process. The most meaningful thing you can do is simply be there. No need for conversation. Just your presence, your hand in theirs, can bring peace in ways that words never could. These 5 signs, changes in appetite, rising fatigue, shifts in cognition, altered breathing, and quiet withdrawal, are not causes for panic. They are gentle cues from the body and spirit, signals that the final season is approaching. Understanding these signs helps us become better companions to those we love. It allows us to show up with softness instead of fear, and with grace instead of resistance. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, please consider sharing it with someone who may need it. And in the comments, we invite you to reflect. Have you seen any of these signs in someone you care about? How did it shape your journey with them? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more insights on aging, legacy, and living with intention. You're not just getting older, you're getting wiser. This is the Wise Legacy Code, where love meets legacy. See you in the next video.